Today is going to be a little different to my norm, as I'm going to be taking a look at something that's brand new and working. Hello all, and welcome back to the Modern Corner. Today I want to give my views and experiences with a recent purchase that I made. That being this 4TB external USB-C drive from LaCie. There's a lot of praise that I can give to this nice box, but let's fumble around with it until I get it open. Straight away I have to say this is a very simple but lovely and elegant design, and also a lot thicker than most external USB drives. Also in the box is two high quality but short USB-C cables, a C to C cable useful for modern laptops, iPads and mobile phones with USB-C, but also a USB-free A to C cable. The other things that we have in the box is a nice thank you card with instructions on how to register the drive, which includes a data recovery service for 2 years, a 1-month free trial for Adobe CC, and a quick start guide just in case you're not sure which way around the USB-C cable goes in. Speaking of the USB cables, they're moderately short, measuring around 40 cm, which although is usually plenty enough for most use cases, would probably be too short if you're using this on a desktop machine, depending on your setup of course. And let's just go back to the drive. Now I will admit I am a fan for bead blasted aluminium designs, but I certainly like the design in this case. It's a fairly simple design, with its diamond cut edges giving it a sharp look, like it could be part of any modern architecture. It certainly weighs like a block too, weighing in at around 350 grams for this small drive. However, looks do not equate function, so let's plug it in. Once mounted, it shows up with its own icon and has the registration on the drive in the form of an app for both Windows and Mac. Running it opens up an intro screen before loading up the registration website, so I put my details in to register. But since I don't need their backup software, nor do I need Adobe CC, that was all I did here. After registering, the next thing I wanted to do was to format the drive, after of course backing up the factory contents including that custom icon. From factory it comes formatted as exFAT, which is a good file system for when you need portability between the major operating systems and devices. However, on macOS I have been told it's better to run APFS, so that's what I formatted the drive to. After which I restored the icon from my backup I made earlier. Now what some of you will probably care about is the performance. Opening and running Blackmagic's disk speed test, we can see that the drive gets an average speed of around 130 megabytes per second and 150 megabytes per second on both read and write. This is using the APFS file system, which should be the fastest on macOS. Whilst this pales in comparison to SSD portable drives which are quickly becoming common, this is a typical speed for spinning Rust, so I have no complaints here. However, as the Blackmagic test shows, don't expect high video editing performance with this drive. For comparison, here is the results using my MacBook Pro 2015's built-in SSD drive, with the read speed being about 13 times faster and the write speed nearly 6 times faster, with all but 60 FPS 4K video editing and 10-bit YUV being recommended. From my personal experience and use case as a backup drive and more of a bulk storage device, I enjoyed the quicker transfer rates of USB 3 without the performance penalties, as I don't use this as my scratch drive, instead using it to store bulk files and using the internal SSD for quick editing. One complaint I do have is that the drive doesn't have any form of protection or even rubber feet on the bottom side, which is the most likely place to be damaged. Therefore I added these rubber strips just to prevent this and dampen any vibrations. Speaking of vibrations, whilst the drive does have some noise from its mechanical parts, I find it's whisper quiet and barely noticeable in my normal quiet environment. The white access light is also just bright enough to be seen, but also not bright enough to challenge the sun's light output, which is a common problem I have with other USB drives where they use blue LEDs that light up the room. So, in summary, I think this drive has stunning good looks, it has decent performance given it's a mechanical drive, comes with decent cables with a length good enough for most cases, but a negative is the lack of any rubber feet on the underside, which I feel will just get damaged very quickly. Now for probably the most important question, price. At the time of this video the drive retails for roughly £120 or $150 US, which for the capacity is certainly more on the pricey side of things. However, I purchased my unit at just over half price of around £70, which I feel is a great deal if you can find it on discount. Overall, I'm really satisfied with my drive, and if you want a quality feeling product with great amount of storage, then I would certainly recommend this drive, especially if you can get a good deal on it. But that's going to do it for today. I know this is a lot shorter of a video, but this was just meant to be my views on this drive rather than a thoroughly rigorous review. In any case, stick around for the next video where we'll almost certainly be looking at some old broken stuff again.